it's plausible. When I first read the screenplay, it actually wasn't in there, and when I looked up Mosley Baker, there's a speech that he wrote. They've got it placed in a slightly different way than it was actually spoken, but it's quite plausible. It's hard to know what that sentence exactly came from, but it's a very well written speech where he keeps coming back. Remember these various things, and ends up with the what's become the famous "Remember the Alamo." It's hard to know exactly if he wrote that initially or if it was something that people were saying, but it's a very well written speech, and like I say, there are parts of it that are said in the actual in the show, but it's placed in a different area than when Mosley Baker actually roused the troops with this. I'm often cast as kind of a lone person, like kind of a person that's not integrated with people so much. But in this, I was playing a military person, kind of rousing troops and in and amongst everybody. So it really was fun to sit around and be taught. It affects how you actually are with what kind of character you're cast in or playing. So it's nice to be in this kind of more communal situation. Of course, we were all riding horses, and it was really fun just sitting and talking with all the actors, people that I'd known or worked with or hadn't worked with but seen around and met before. It was very pleasant that way. I mean, there are differences just because of the way television production goes. I prefer the way film is done, and I talked to Roland Joffe about it. He prefers it. He specifically said, well, there's more money, there are different ways of covering things, but he's a very intelligent director, a good director, and I'm a filmmaker myself, so I always watch how people deal with situations, and it was really interesting to watch how he handled it, and he was good to work with as an actor and interesting to watch as a filmmaker myself. So I had a very good experience with that.